Honestly, when somebody tell me that they think that the Sabbath is every day, it shows me that they clearly don't know the Sabbath, or they clearly don't know how to keep it. Because when you look at these things like no buying or selling, you can't have sex, you can't do none of that. You think you could do that every day? You'll starve to death. You'll never have a job. You'll never have a family. Hey guys, welcome back to the Voice of the Verses. I'm your host here, Trey Israel. So here's the thing. This video is a continuation from the Sabbath video I did. The last video I did, why do we need to keep it? In that video, we broke down to you why it's important that we need to still keep the Lord's Sabbath day. This video now is going to show you the instruction on how to keep the Lord's Sabbath day. Because I'm so sorry, guys, that I did not this video. I did not put it inside of there. So this video is going to be a very quick video. It's broken up into 6 parts of 6 things that you must know, that you must do. If you're not doing it, then you're not keeping the Lord's Sabbath day right. Oh yeah, and before we start, if you're new to this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And bring a pen, paper, and patience, because you're going to learn a lot on this channel. And if you're returning, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys. So without any further ado, we're going to get straight into this, okay? And we're going to be using the scriptures to confirm why we need to do this. Of course, this is the Voice of the Verses. We always use verses over here. So the first one, observe. So Exodus chapter 20. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as the Lord thy God had commanded thee. Leviticus 26. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. So we need to observe the Lord's Sabbath day. So second one, no work or labor. Deuteronomy 5. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy ox, nor thine ass, nor any of thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. So we're not supposed to do any work on the Lord's Sabbath day. So the third one, no cooking. Exodus chapter 35 verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. So I just want to add this in right here. People are going to ask me, yo, can you microwave stuff? No, because you're still heating up the food. The most thing you could do is put it outside and let the sun heat it up. But you can't light any fire. You can't use any microwave. All right. I really hope that you understand this. But anyway, moving on to the next one. Number 4, no buying or selling, which is the main one. Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt. We're not supposed to buy or sell. We're not supposed to do that. And we're going to prove it right now. Look what it says here. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I confronted with the nobles of Judah and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do and profane the Sabbath day? So it's an evil thing for you to buy or sell on the Lord's Sabbath day. You're not supposed to do that. All right. So we're going to continue. Let's get to number 5. This is off of the scriptures, guys. Number 5, be selfless. Isaiah 58 verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words. So on the Lord's Sabbath day, you're supposed to be selfless. You're not supposed to do anything of your own pleasure. Everything that you're supposed to do is supposed to glorify the name of the Lord. This is why Sunday people have it wrong, because you barely spend a few hours in church and then you go home and do whatever you want. No, this is why you got to read the book. the whole time. And the Sabbath is from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, because that's how the Lord's Sabbath worked. From sundown to sundown, from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. But anyway, you're not supposed to speak your own words. Speak the word of God. Teach the word. No, verse 6, number 6. A holy convocation. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7 days is Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. So you're supposed to keep a holy convocation on this day, on the Lord's 7-day Sabbath. Oh, man. Hey guys, this is what happens when you leave your battery to charge and you go and lie down and you fall asleep and completely forget that you was doing a video. Anyway, just a summary of everything that we went over. Number one, we're supposed to observe the Sabbath, then do no work, no cooking, no buying or selling, be selfless, and have a holy convocation. These is the ordinances. This is how we're supposed to keep the Lord weekly Sabbath. If you're not doing this, then you're not keeping the Lord's Sabbath holy. Now, going into the exceptions, if you have a child, if you have a baby, a child, I have an 8-month-old right now. I'm pretty sure you're going to hear him real soon because he woke me up, as a matter of fact. If you have to heat up something for the baby on the Sabbath day, God understands that that's a child. That child cannot help itself. So this is why God come in and said, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath? And this is what the people don't know. Jesus didn't come to get rid of the Sabbath. He came to show you how to keep it. For example, you could be on top of the street, you're driving, and it's the Sabbath, and you see a poor person on the side of the sidewalk or something to say, yo, can you please help me? I'm hungry. Don't tell them, oh, it's a Sabbath, I can't buy or sell on the Sabbath. No, you could actually buy something for that poor person on the Sabbath day. Even though you're not supposed to buy or sell, it is still lawful to do good on the Lord's Sabbath day. Do you understand? Because you did that good for that person maybe the word that you give them might cause them to want to come to the truth. You understand? Jesus came to show you how to keep the Sabbath, not to get rid of it. Sometimes I used to wonder how many pregnant women was in labor on the Sabbath day, but people didn't take care of them. So they died in childbirth because they said, oh, it's a Sabbath, so I can't help you with the baby. So a lot of pregnant women probably die during childbirth, and God didn't like that. It's an emergency. It's lawful to do good on the Lord's Sabbath day. Do you understand? This is what the church don't know. It blew over their head. They think that Jesus came to get rid of the law. No, he came to show you how to keep the law. As a matter of fact, Jesus came and doubled down on the law. Because he said, yo, you heard of old time, thou shalt not murder. But if you hate your brother without a cause, then you are guilty of that. And then it said, if you commit adultery, it is wrong. But if you look at a woman with lustful intent, you see? If Jesus did anything, he doubled down on the law. This is what the church don't know. Jesus didn't do away with the law. He came to show you how to keep it. You understand? So if you had a job, I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I first started the truth, I had a job and I ended up working on top of the Sabbath. But through the grace of God and praying and so on, I finally got to leave that job. I left that job and I got a job now where I can keep the Lord's Sabbath. So this is what I'm saying. If you're working on the Sabbath, your heart needs to be in it. You need to be like, Lord, by the grace of God, help me find a job where I can keep your Sabbath. This is how, God would understand. This is a situation where you can say that God knows your heart because he's seeing that you're trying, you're being proactive. Do you understand? So if there's an emergency, yes, you could go and buy something if your child don't have enough, but you don't get anything. If you have to heat up something, you heat it up for the child on the Sabbath because the child needs it, but you dare not heat it up for yourself. And God would know if you need it or not. And that's between you and God. Do you understand? But these is the standard. People don't teach the standard anymore, so there's no standard. These is the standard, and this just goes to show, and I have to say this, for people who say that the Sabbath is every day, show them this video. No, honestly, when somebody tell me that they think that the Sabbath is every day, it shows me that they clearly don't know the Sabbath. or they clearly don't know how to keep it. Because when you look at these things like no buying or selling, you can't have sex, you can't do none of that. You think you could do that every day? You'll starve to death. You'll never have a job. You'll never have a family. You understand? Because people say these things out of no understanding. They just say it because it sounds good. Oh, God made a Sabbath day. Oh, because you have to get a day that you need to rest. It's not about you. It's about God. God give you a day to learn about him. I could hear my son. I got to go to my son because, he always crying in the morning. But I'm just going to end off with this. This is how you keep the Lord's Sabbath day. Okay? Share this video and thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I think my wife is asleep and my son is getting really loud, so I have to go right now. Later.